It's live. So there's no agenda for this. I kind of thought, well, actually, I didn't think of this. I did not come up with the thought of doing these live videos. Any number of very good friends who I talked to about whiskey kind of suggested, hey, Ash, we know you're kind of losing your mind, being locked down, not being allowed to go out of the house because of this coronavirus situation. Why don't you go back to doing a daily or as many as I can whiskey live videos? And I said, yeah, I like doing that because I've been in this particular house of ours for about 18 months. And somehow, or for some reason, I've been building up a lot of stock. And I actually joked about it, how that I have a lot of stock on hand. I don't know why, but preparing for a doomsday kind of situation where I might be locked in the house for an extended period of time. And well, here I am, 28 days. So for those of you who are not from New Zealand, I'm based in New Zealand, obviously, on the website 8pm.co.nz. A self-professed, I think I'm doing it right, whiskey nut. I like talking about whiskey, and I really enjoy drinking it as well. But the biggest issue I have, or the barrier I have, is how to positively talk about whiskey. That's so hard. Quite often when I'm doing my tastings or doing a presentation, come across people who sort of approach whiskey in a negative way. You know, I mean, I've done so many tastings now. I couldn't even give you a number, but a number of people who would drink literally anything and everything in any quantity I put in a glass. No shits given. Sorry for the swear word if you don't like that, but how to break that, and that's what I'm hoping to achieve. I mean, God forbid if this lockdown extends 28 days, I will probably lose my mind as well and turn to what I just described, drink anything and everything in every amount of quantity in my glass. But over the next 28 days, I want to kind of showcase how I drink when I'm at home. You know, when I'm in a public space, I'm in a tasting, or I'm out having a good time. It can be a lot different to how I might be enjoying whiskey at home. So all of these videos that, you know, I'll see how many of these I can do while I'm in a lockdown. You know, normally I'd be at work right now, but I'm not, luckily. All of these videos, I'll sort of portray how I approach my whiskey drinking with a great deal of naivety, which you have to if you are going to try as many whiskeys I get to try. And I've been trying so many. Directly behind the camera are 7 whiskey samples I reviewed not so long ago. And if you are going to be trying as many as I've been trying, you need a little bit of discipline, but also learn how to appreciate the whiskey. And there's no right or wrong. Drink whiskey however it makes you happy. But for me, a tiny amount of 5 or 7 mils, 8 mils, 9 mils is enough. You know, like on the 8 p.m. Facebook page in the very early days, I used to do a live video every Monday night at 8 p.m., which got very hard. Couldn't do it anymore. But can't do it anymore. But hey, we'll try. I just thought I'd show you this. Just something a little bit positive. I know a lot of us are feeling quite doomed and gloomy. It is day 1 of the lockdown, and it is I don't know what to say of it. You know, it's a shitty situation. You know, not being able to get out of the house. I saw a comment from a lady before how someone she loves or knows passed away in the UK, and she's not able to go to UK to support her own family. And there's a lot of that going on. And the one way we can support each other, obviously, through this medium. That's what I'm trying to do. Put a smile on your face by drinking some whiskey and while talking a bit of shit if possible. All right, I'm going to start on this one. Well, the video is not going to be about me getting drunk. There will be a little bit of education if you pick up on it. And look, the video is going live. It will stay there. You can watch it later because I intend to ramble on for good 30 minutes. And it's simultaneously going live on my personal Facebook page, the 8 p.m. Facebook page, the 8 p.m. Inner Circle, where all of our big customers are in, my LinkedIn page, and also my YouTube. So it's going everywhere. It will be there. If you're thinking, why is this guy doing this to me during dinner time? Well, I'm doing this now so I can go do my dinner time. Well, we'll try a little bit of this. So like number one thing, and like I said, this is how I'll be drinking whiskey at home. That's quite a bit. That's probably too much for purposes of this video because I intend to try a few different ones. And on purpose chose a very light, sweet, fruity whiskey because quite often I come across customers or friends and family who would drink the same whiskey. And different levels at $40, at $100, $1,000, whatever your income allows, they will drink the same whiskey in each night, where I tend to drink 3 or 4 whiskeys in a night, mostly, but building the flavor profile up. And I kind of want to demonstrate that by trying these different whiskeys. So I poured myself what I would call a very, very generous dram of Glenglassaugh, finished in a port cask. Nice and smooth. Starts its life in a bourbon cask, so you're going to get lots of honey, vanilla, a little bit of tropical character. But by putting in the port cask, it takes on another level of sweetness, and it's coming at me. Don't even have to go in looking for it. For the purpose of the video, I on purpose chose an odd glass because this is the Denver & Liley bourbon glass with the heavy sort of stem. I've been using the Denver & Liley quite a bit, and obviously met the two guys, Denver and Liley, not so long ago. But chose this glass on purpose because well, I've got big hands, and the normal Denver & Liley glass is quite light. It's work of art, but this one's got a bit of weight to it, and serves very similar purpose in terms of nosing and getting that sort of rich feeling in the hand. But the one tip I learned from Denver directly around nosing the glass, and that could be for your Denver & Liley, could be for your Glencairn, or if you got some of those Coptica wine stem glasses. If you're going to nose your whiskey, you want to nose it from the top, because I'll demonstrate for you. So if you're nosing from the top, honey, a little bit of cherry. But this whiskey is bottled at 46%, so it doesn't matter as much. But if you're going to smell a cask strength whiskey, and if you smell it from the bottom of the glass, the alcohol vapor is going to hit you. Let's see if this one does that to me. It's there, but this is a very mellow, easygoing whiskey overall. And if you want a good amount of the character coming to your nose, go into the middle and go deep. Very nice. The number one comment I get from posting my YouTube videos on my YouTube channel is, as a good friend of mine, Brent Norling, who says, I don't want 18-minute whiskey reviews. I want short and sharp 3-minute videos. But it's very hard for me to do that because it takes me probably 3 to 4 minutes to completely enjoy myself just by nosing the whiskey. And that's something you should be looking at doing home, unless the agenda is to put lots of ice in Johnny Walker Red or something like that and just get on with it. But if you really want to be one with the whiskey, I would highly recommend take as much time as you can during the nosing process. I'm just going to check, make sure the video is working. Oh, it is working. That's something you... Cool. Right. Just so I'm not rambling on for 30 minutes and no one can hear me. I mean, people quite ask me, how do you judge a good whiskey? And I always say the nose and the finish always wows me. Because in the palate, it can be, it's good. I mean, that's where most of the magic is happening. But the nose, is the whiskey active? Is coming onto the nose? Are the flavors forward coming? Does it need a drop of water? This one doesn't. 46% doesn't faze me. But on the palate as well, is it going to last on the palate? Are the flavors going to linger for a very long time? And on the nose, this is just so pleasant. I don't even know if we have any more of these for sale. I'm 100% sure we don't. But I wanted to start the video, or the first whiskey, to be a light, fruity, easy drinking whiskey, because I want to kind of build up the profile. Because there's a particular whiskey to the left of my shoulder I want to finish on. Wow. Quite creamy. Wow. One thing I promised myself to do, or not to do, was to turn these videos into whiskey reviews, because sometimes I can bore people into submission by talking too long about a particular whiskey. But this is quite good. This is unchilled filtered, 46%, quite creamy on the palate. There's a little bit of cherry. I've been saying it quite a lot. I enjoy whiskeys that make me crackle. But by that, what I mean is the whiskey is quite nice, and there's literally kind of like popping candy on the palate. For those of you who might have tried popping candy, kind of crackle. Good stuff is happening. I'm looking for more interesting flavors all around the palate, and they're happening all around your tongue, back of the palate. Just really, really good stuff. Thank you to, well, we're not going to say last names. Thank you to Jessica, who's just done an order for some lovely wine and port from our website. Oh, thank you. Wow. Big fan of Glenglassaugh. So for those of you who might not know, I did say that I will get into a bit of banter. Glenglassaugh, unfortunately, had been silent for a prolonged period of time, and luckily survived, got bought, and there is production again. I reviewed a 1986 special release sherry cask, which was just phenomenal, which was obviously, the memory says it was the last year I think they were distilling, and then it started again in 2008. And this is part of some of the new stuff that's been going out. And, in 2008, when 2020 now, so only about 11, 12 years they've been producing. And we've got some very young, powerful stuff. And the way I would describe it, I don't know if you could tell from my expressions, but it came on the palate quite rapidly, but it's all disappearing very, very quickly. And that's what I said about how critical for me the whiskey finishes. How long does it stay on the palate? That's only if you want to be geeky and start to think about whiskey as much as I do. I'm just going to have a quick look on if there's any comments and see if I could answer any questions, if anyone's asking them. All right. Who do we have here? Hey, Craig. Hi, Kate. Yeah, I'm Glenmorangie. Sure. That's going to be awkward, Kate. Do I have a Glenmorangie open? More than happy to go on the record to say I don't open Glenmorangie bottles with my own money. More than happy to drink them, really enjoy them, but there's very few distilleries whose bottles are open with my own money or leftover stuff. There's no Glenmorangie here. I'm so sorry, Kay. Is there Glenmorangie? Nope. There's no Glenmorangie. There was one Glenmorangie that I truly loved. It was called the Darnock, and I loved it, and it's disappeared, which annoys me because we sold a lot of it, and I really loved it because Glenmorangie can be quite sweet, quite light, quite tropical fruit driven, but this one was peated, so it had a perfect balance of sweetness and a tiny amount of smoke. It was just beautiful. Let's see if I can find something in here that might be a little bit similar. Maybe this one. This is just like a library of whiskey, and there's a lot off camera, and there's a lot in the garage. Like I say, for some reason, I've been building up for this doomsday sort of situation. And without even trying, because we're keeping this free flowing, I've ended up opening another whiskey, finishing a port cask. So this one is a Highland single malt Scotch, Glendronach. I'll see if I can hold it up. Can you see it? Yep. The Glendronach, peated, so smoky, but finished in a port cask. Now the key difference here is, and I've been trying to get people to understand a little bit. Everyone thinks in Scotland all the smoky peaty whiskies come from Islay, which is not true. There's a lot of Speyside Highland whiskey as well, which is peated now. And the key difference I find is the Highland or the mainland peat seems quite dry. It doesn't have that sort of phenol character like some of the Lefroy or the Shaft above have Ardbegs and Carlyle and all that. So it doesn't have that sort of phenol medicinal character, which really annoys people. Highland peat is just straight up smoky, nice and true. So the Glendronach, quite interestingly, is joined at the hip with Glenglossa. Part of the same pack. I don't understand the whole thing, but revived by the same company, is it? No, they're owned by the same company now. Brown Forman, I think, who owns Jack Daniels here. That's how they're together. So this one in particular, why I picked it, I was talking about the Glenmorangie Dornoch. This one's also a young-ish whiskey, but it's smoky, very lightly, not overpowering, and finished in a port cask, which will always bring sweetness and light and sort of fruity character. Bring it to the nose, and there's a lot happening. It's all in the nose, people. Give it time. It's all in the nose, believe me. Just checking if this is working. Yep. Hello, people on LinkedIn. I'm just checking on you guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll do one quick check. Just making sure this is going everywhere as it's supposed to. Yep, it is on YouTube. Wow, it's just beautiful. Beautiful, nice. I mean, this one we do have some of. I'm pretty sure we do. Can't do stock take because we're in lockdown. Who knows what we have. But bottled at 46%, which is the magic number, I believe. I don't want to go on record by saying do not drink whiskeys under 46% because there's a lot of magic that can still happen at under 46%. This is a 47-year-old Longmorn. John, I hope you're watching, and I'm sure you can tell that I have not been drinking out of your bottle. It's still there. It's all there. Well, as much as you left in there when you left it in my apartment in Auckland Wyandotte. But the point I want to make is this is a 47-year-old bottle at 43%. It's been in the barrel for a long time. It's got an insane amount of oak character in there. It's quite rich. So it can sort of pass it at 43%. But what I find sometimes annoying is young single malt Scotch, particularly, bottled at below 46, at 40, 43%. And you drink it and nothing happens because it's so watery. There's no character because your palate's been ruined by all of the whiskies I've been recommending you at cask strength or higher than 46%. This one works for me. I think it's quite nice. Just the right amount of smoke, like I say, and the color, the natural color is just magic. Look at that. Beautiful color on it. I mean, that's just awesome. And I love the Denver Lighted glasses for exemplifying the beauty of the color. So good. Wow. Wow. So maybe on the palate, this is probably still a little bit strong. There's loads of smoke. There is a campfire going on, but not a Lafroig type campfire. This is probably sort of like at the tapered end of the campfire. The fire's going down. There's a little bit of smell. There's a little bit of smoke, but it's not overpowering. One thing I've enjoyed about this particular whiskey is it's not very, on the nose. It comes, it's there. The peat and smoke is there, but it's not overpowering. Unlike Lafroig, Ardbeg, and Bruichladdich, Port Charlotte, and a whole heap of others. Really good. Oh, look, there's another order. People are buying. Andy's just bought a Balvenie. Wow. 12-year-old. Good on you. So the point I want to make, 46% Glenglassaugh, 46% Glendronach. Beautiful. But magic can happen below 46 as well. It just depends on type of whiskey. And unfortunately, quite often our pocket describes what kind of whiskey we can drink. If I wasn't doing this for a living, if I was selling insurance or selling something else, I probably wouldn't be exposed to an insane amount of quality whiskeys like this. But luckily I am. All right, let's check on 8 p.m. Facebook page. Woohoo! People are watching. What are they saying? Hi, Johnny. Hey, Mark. That would be blessed. Yes, Isabel. I mean, this took 18 months, and there's a lot more. Dare I say, I would not last more than 28 days. But there's a lot of good whiskey here. There's a lot off camera that's just double wood. Yeah. Olivia, which double wood are you referring to? All right. Let's go back to my Facebook page. See if anyone's asked a question. Oh, Tonche, you good, bro? Well, two of your probably favorite drams, bro. Hi, Brad. Hi, Tash. Hey, Luke. What did Brad say? Can I even watch this? Because I'm drinking a martini. Natasha, you can watch the video while drinking a martini. That's absolutely fine. I would probably do this, though. I would tap the martini and pour the whiskey, because I know you like good whiskey. And we need to catch up soon. You have it. So this is really, really cool. All right. This is what I love about a country, right? That's my local member of parliament watching my whiskey video and commenting on it. So David, if you are struggling, David Bennett, our local MP, if you're struggling a little bit and you want to self-isolate into a different house, you're more than welcome here. Hi, Simon. Right. I'm just going to quickly check on Inner Circle. What are they doing in there? Nothing. Hayden's watching it. Hi, Hayden. Well, we need to do this together, Hayden. I'll figure it out. I just don't know how to get the two people video going. I'm sure someone with a lot more skills than me will figure it out and tell us, or you can figure it out and tell me. But actually, I forgot to see what LinkedIn's up to. Hi, Tim. Wow. Tim Humphreys. 5:55 in the morning, or 6 in the morning, because I've been rambling for a while. Good on you, mate. Are you going to have a breakfast dram? I hope you are. Hey, Amar. Hi, Paul from Suffolk. Hopefully you are self-isolating with a lot of your bourbons. The samples I was referring to before, Paul, are yours. They're directly behind the camera. I've just reviewed them again. Hi, Oliver. Hi, Tim again. Rob, Paul, Steve, Rob again, and Colin. I like what Colin said, back doing what I love doing, because I love doing this. And I was so depressed sort of 8 to 10 days leading into this, because we knew, right, there's a closure coming. It's happening overseas, Singapore, India, States, UK. Everyone's shutting down, and we knew it's going to happen. And I was quite depressed about the fact that I had to start canceling all of our 8 p.m. whiskey tastings, because I literally live for them. I love meeting the people, talking to them about different whiskeys, hearing from them what they enjoy about whiskey. And I was thinking, how is this going to happen? And Colin Oliver was one of the instrumental people. He said, look, mate, just go back to what you used to do. Turn the camera on and just keep talking. And I enjoy doing it. Hopefully you find this useful, or at the least entertaining. I'm entertaining myself by enjoying some drums in front of the camera. All right, I'm going to do one more because I have dinner to get to very soon. I'm going to go back to LinkedIn, see if Colin is still alive, and see if he could recommend a whiskey I should be trying from somewhere here. Colin, are you still here? Or are you gone? No problem, Paul. Paul, I have reviewed all 10 beautiful bourbon samples you sent me. I have reviewed them from left to right and right to left. And now, while being partially unemployed, I'll edit them and get them onto YouTube. Yeah. So for those of you who are listening and watching, all my proper whiskey reviews go on my YouTube channel, which is serving me as kind of like a library where stuff can go forever and ever and ever. Because what happens with Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn is stuff disappears from your newsfeed, well, within hours or minutes sometimes, because, I mean, I'm guilty of this. We do this all day. Well, with YouTube, it's there. It'll be there forever. Should I do this? Should I do this one now? Can you guys read the number on it? Can anyone see the number? I'll hold it up. Should I review that? I'll review that. All right. So one very interesting thing comes with like a pillow. I've never seen that before. Comes with like a little pillow. So this is a Talisker 30-year-old from the west coast of Scotland, the Isle of Skye, which I couldn't go to because I did not have enough time on my hurried trip. So this is a Talisker 30-year-old, and this, and kind of going back to this, I could show you bottles for days. Where did the black art go? There's a bottle missing. It's here. Yep, it's there. It's not missing. An endless number of very, very good people keep telling me that I should open the bottle before I ship it to them, which started with John, who did that to me with his Glenglassaugh bottle a little while ago. And it started this beautiful sequence of people buying some very expensive whiskeys from me and saying, hey, why don't you open the bottle, take a little dram, and do a review. So thank you, Andrew. You shall have your bottle tomorrow. Thank you for entrusting me with your very expensive. See, just need a little for review, very little. Thank you for letting me open on your behalf. Such an expensive bottle. I mean, how much was that? $780. 780 Kiwi. That's about $400 US maybe. For the record, I've tried Talisker 30 before several times. Whoa, we're getting up to 30 minutes. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. I've tried it before. Someone shouted at me a dram in Tokyo, I think in Japan. at the Tokyo Whiskey Library. Someone shouted me a dram. A lovely Japanese man did, but I don't remember it because it was amongst all this other stuff, and I don't remember it. And here it is. Thank you, Andrew. To your good health. Wow. It's funny. This is very funny because I'm about to say mangoes. Mangoes in the nose? Is that mango? Because I did that one time when I did our Glenfiddich Project 20 review. I was doing the review. It was live on the 8 p.m. Facebook page. This is probably 2 years ago. And I did a review, and because I speak so loudly like I am right now, my wife overheard me, and I put it to my nose, and I said, mangoes. And after I finished, my wife, who doesn't drink, said, I want to try some of this mango whiskey you were trying. I said, well, here you go. And she took a sip of it quite enthusiastically and coughed it back out because for her it was pure poison because, I mean, yeah, not used to whiskey. But this one, tropical fruits on the nose. What's happening? Talisker is supposed to have smoky character. Wow. It's a bit of honey. Where's the smoke? Is it 30 years in the oak taking the smoke away? Did I sell you? Sorry, I can see the comments there. Olivia, did you order the double wood? Nice drum. Aston C cast hero. No, don't think so. I'm sorry. That's nice. What's happening though? There's a little bit of smoke there, Justine. Trying to come up. All right, I'm not going to bore you guys because I'll record a proper review a bit later on once I've had dinner. But the nose is very deep. It's lingering. It's lingering. There's oak. There's a tiny bit of spice. What I find annoying right now is they are not disclosing what type of barrels they're using. And I guess in a weird way, that's what's wrong sometimes with some of these very expensive whiskies is give us $800 and well, just assume it's the best whiskey you're ever going to try. And luckily, they are quite good. But tell me a little bit. Tell me what type of barrel are you using? Come on. Here we go. It just describes it, all the character of Talisker. Well, it's not all the character Talisker because there's significantly less smoke on the nose. Cast strength, 30-year-old, pleasing. Cast strength. Hello? This is cast strength, 45.8. Oh, here we go. This is actually a special release. Andrew, you might have got up something a little bit better than I ordered. Bottle number 340 of 9078, 2017 release. Cast strength. Oh, that kind of makes sense. 45.8 after 30 years. Yeah, it would have dropped quite a bit. There we go. Cured ham and brown bread. Well, look at. Let's see if we can find that. Right, let's try it. See how I do this? This is how you're supposed to be drinking whiskey. In my mind, you slow the process down. I still haven't sipped it. I'm in no hurry to do it. The nose is intriguing me. You know, it's changing every time I come back to it. Who said it when I was at Dramfest, Whiskey Galore's Dramfest in Christchurch? I forget. They said you must leave a whiskey out of the bottle in the glass a minute for every year it's been in the barrel. Well, by that logic, this will have to be in the glass for 30 minutes, which is okay because, you know, if I'm recording a YouTube video, which I sometimes have to shorten now for 3-4 minutes just to keep it flowing, I'll leave the dram out while I'm doing something else and then come back to it, see what's happening if it's opened up. See, now it's releasing a little bit of smoke. Is it worth $780 a bottle? Let's find out. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow. Very oaky. Loads of oak. The smoke in the peat has subdued significantly. The sort of like marmalade kind of character. A bit of smoke. Is that cereal? No, that's not cereal. I need to revisit it. Hmm. It's quite confusing, actually. It's a particular note I'm not going to get too much into it. Enjoying it. Wow, this is so good. It's kind of like a very, very ripe. And this is what I do, right? Describe it however it makes you happy or what you're feeling. It kind of feels like a very ripe mandarin. Is that right? Very ripe mandarin. Just a tiny bit of ash thrown on top. Tiny bit of ash. Which is weird because my name's Ash. I'm going to go. Hopefully you found that entertaining or learned something. Like I said, I had no script. I just wanted to do it. There'll be a few different drams next time, but I better go because it's dinner time. I'll quickly do a round of the comments, see if anyone's asked a question. Suji, thanks for getting ordered. Oh, wow. You're welcome. You know, the last 72 hours has been so tense. Should we send it? Do I send it? Should I not send it? You know what I mean? It's just chaos. And today we sent more orders. They got picked up. Got so tense. I rang post haste. They said, oh, yep, the driver will come. The driver never came. I rang him a million times. He never came. I rang the depot and they said, no, he will come. We can't get hold of him. And then he just turns up and it takes all of the orders away, which was quite a bet because we made that email this morning and people just started buying like whiskies going out of fashion. I'm sipping Jim Beam Double O, twice Bell. James, enjoyed, mate. I've been loving bourbons lately. And here's a thought tomorrow, if I have time, or another day, I'll bring out some bourbons and start talking about bourbons because I've been enjoying them. And it's because of Paul. In Suffolk in UK. He's completely changed my mind. All right, Glendronach, good choice. This is torturous. I want to taste. Hey, Devin, I've got an idea for you. You can order from a very good whiskey website I know. It's called 8pm.co.nz. You can order the Glendronach from there, and you and I can do maybe a live whiskey review together. I better go. I've had a tiny knock on the door. Wife wants me for dinner. Look after yourself, please, during the coronavirus situation. Please.